Good morning. So, I'm sure all of you have noticed, but the price of everything is going up, including lunch meats. We are a big fan of deli meats and things of that nature, but we have drastically cut back on purchasing them just because they are quite expensive. So I wanted to take you along, and we are going to make some lunch meat of our own using rabbit. Oh, look at that deliciousness. Okay, so the first thing I did was just cook it in the crock pot for about 24 hours, just like you would a soup. You don't have to cook it so long. You could boil it and, cut your time way down. But we went out exploring yesterday, so I just threw it in the crock pot and let the crock pot work its magic. And now I can easily just pick these bones out. So now I'm going to debone this rabbit. Okay, so the next step after we get it deboned is to throw it in the blender. So, and I'm throwing the carrot and onion in there too, because I'm not going to let this go to waste. So the seasonings I have are pepper, some garlic salt, or not garlic salt, I'm sorry, garlic powder, salt, paprika, and some nutmeg. The last few years we've done a lot of 18th century recipes, and a lot of those call for using nutmeg in the meat dishes, which was really kind of weird at first, but it's actually really good. So I'm going to blend these together with a little bit of the broth until I have a nice slurry. Alright, so we have it well blended, and then I've added about a tablespoon plus a teaspoon. There's about a little over 1.5 pounds of meat, and I'm really just doing guesswork because nowhere could I find like a gelatin to meat ratio. So we're really just crossing our fingers and hoping this turns out. Alright, so I just put it in a bread pan for a mold, and I've got it covered with plastic wrap, and now we're going to let it chill in the fridge for a few hours. Okay, so I rebatched it and added 2 more tablespoons of gelatin, and it has definitely firmed up way more. The outside has a nice kind of like hot dog texture, and the inside is still a little bit soft, but it holds together really well. See that? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And that the meaty kind of texture on the inside could be one of 2 reasons. It could be one, because I had to rebatch it, and so the extra gelatin wasn't evenly distributed throughout the whole batch, or because I just used a potato masher, dissolved a couple more tablespoons of gelatin into some warm water and added it to it, and then mixed it up that way. Or it's because when I blended it, it was still pretty meaty and chunky. It wasn't a perfect puree. So maybe next time I'll try the puree and we'll see how it goes. But it tastes delicious, and I will be doing some fried egg sandwiches with it tomorrow morning for breakfast. Yum! Pan fry test.
Pan fry test.
We'll see how it goes. I gotta find a spatula. And then we'll flip it in just a minute and see how it looks.
Like a picture.
You got a spatula? Oh, thanks. Let me see. like it might fall apart. I don't know about this. Hold on. It did not pass the pan fry test. It's just a soft, mushy mess. Oh.